friends, today's project is replacing this old outdated outlet from the beige to the white.
For this project, you will need a drill, a new outlet, a new faceplate, you'll need a regular and flathead screwdriver, and then you'll want to grab a couple different options when it comes to pliers. So let's get started. First things first, we need to shut off the electricity.
You can do this one of two ways. You can locate the specific breaker and turn it off, or you can turn off all the electricity by using the main breaker. Since I have people in the house, we're going to use the specific breaker.
Now that the electricity is shut off, the first thing we need to do is remove the faceplate. To do this, you can use your screwdriver to loosen the screw in the middle that is attaching the faceplate to the outlet, and then remove the old faceplate. Once the faceplate is removed, you can loosen the two screws that are connecting the outlet receptacle to the junction box. Then you should be able to pull the receptacle away from the wall. You can use a screwdriver for this step, but if you have a drill, that will definitely speed up the process. The next step is to remove the wires from the receptacle. To do this, you'll loosen the screws on the sides of the outlet, and there should be 3 wires attached to the receptacle: a blue, a white, and a copper wire. Use your pliers to gently wiggle the wires and try to remove them without cutting them. If you have a wire that won't budge, snip it off with your pliers. If you need to snip wires, do it at the end where the wire meets the screw to avoid cutting off too much of the length. The next step is to prep the wires. We were able to remove the white one and the copper one without snipping them, but we did have to snip the blue one. If you had to snip any of your wires, you'll need to do a little extra work to prepare them. You'll want about 1/2 inch of wire to be exposed on the end, and then twist around the rubber coating with your pliers until you have made a cut. You'll want to twist very gently to avoid cutting the actual wire, and then you can grab the end of the rubber with your pliers and pull it off to expose the wire. Once the end of all 3 of your wires are exposed, it's time to prepare them to attach the wires to the new outlet receptacle. First, make sure the screws on the outlet receptacle are loosened, and then grab the exposed end of your wires one at a time and create a loop following the same direction that you will turn the screw with your screwdriver. Now it is time to attach the wire loops to the screws on the receptacle. First, place the loop on the ground wire, which is the all copper wire, to the green screw on the bottom of the receptacle. Use your pliers to squeeze the wire around the screw, and then you can use your screwdriver to tighten the screw all the way. Repeat this process for the other 2 wires, securing 1 wire to the top screw on each side of the receptacle. Before fully installing the outlet, first we need to test it out to make sure everything is working correctly. Plug a device into the outlet, we're using a nightlight in this case, and then flip the electricity on to make sure that your device turns on. After testing, don't forget to turn the electricity back off. The next step is to attach the outlet to the junction box. To do this, you'll want to push the wires attached to the outlet receptacle into the junction box. Then line up the 2 screws on the receptacle to the 2 holes in the junction box. After that, you can start to tighten the screws with your screwdriver, but don't tighten them all the way until the outlet receptacle is straight. You'll want to line up your faceplate with the outlet receptacle and make sure that it lines up with the outlet. If everything lines up, you can remove the faceplate and fully secure the screws that connect the outlet receptacle to the junction box. And then the very last step is to tighten the screw in the middle of the faceplate to the hole in the outlet receptacle. And then you're finished. Thanks for watching and enjoy your new outlet.